So 2 down. Here's the veteran shortstop, Charlie Lamb. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The shortstop takes the ball. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
That one way outside, and the count's full.
It's interesting. You have spring training, wonderful weather, and then most teams go north, and it's chill.
No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. On the ground, out to short. Over to first, and that'll do it. So
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is...
Hit on the ground, and it gets through. Just like that, the perfect game is gone.
Well, he's been absolutely lights out on the mound all game, and I really thought he might pull off some history here, Boog.
Throw to first, Lamb back in on a dive.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runner takes off. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Corey Del Villar, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. And another ball.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
And he walked him. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And here is Ryan Clifford.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Fought off foul. Tying run at the plate. Strike 3. Got him swinging. Make it 7. Next to hit, Charlie Lamb. 1 for 3. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard. Here's the 3rd baseman, Connor Norby. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Lamb at second with 2 down. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Mena is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Moreno down to first, and that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it. Lamb did well enough for them to... And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lamb getting ready to hit. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Swing and a ball drilled center field. DePaula sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. And here's the veteran outfielder. Left-hand batter waits. Rolled to short. Possible 2 ball. To second, that's 1. And that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And we're back. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Suarez back to work. On the inside corner for a strike.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Connor Norby. Singled and scored his first time. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Man at second. That's in there. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Just missed the inside corner, and a count now even up. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now the center fielder, Kevin Alcantara. Ball. Squirts away a little bit.
Ball 1, no strike.
And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. The 1-0. Swings through that. Movement in the bullpen. Number 11 preparing to come on if needed. Number 76 getting loose as well. Lamb takes his lead at third with 1 away. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Justin Henry Malloy steps to the plate for the White Sox. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at bat to try to get something to hit hard.
And downstairs. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. So no run. 1 out, base is empty. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His first homer of the year, and we are starting over. It's 4-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
2 outs, nobody on. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Clips the outside corner, 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. This one popped up. Murphy has a beat on it. Squeezes it. And that is that. Nothing. Back here at Chase Field, leading off, Josue DePaula. Out to short. Zips it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Oh, look at the stop. Now a jump throw. And it beats him. What a play.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the trend.
Sends it to center, and this should be it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox collect their first win of the season. Lamb. Charlie Lamb. 1 out. Runner at second. Lamb now at the plate. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. And that is out of play. In the dirt. Durant leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The other way. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Connor Norby in the box now. Takes strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Here's the center fielder, Kevin Alcantara. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. 1 down. Next to hit, Sammy Cabrera. The pitch. Out to short. Fires over to first. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air out to center. Loud on the move. Makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Sammy Cabrera. Hit on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Nobody out, runner at first. Outside, and that's ball 1. Now 1 missed.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That's towards center. puts it away for the out. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb, 1 for 3. To third. They take the force out, and that is the 1 out. Runner at second. Lamb, the next to hit. And a foul ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside low. It's 2 and 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single.
That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. And they lead by 3. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And that one's a little bit low. 1 and 1. This one in the air, right field. Cabrera sizes this one up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. And now the center fielder, Kevin Alcantara. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 outs with a runner at third. Ball 1 there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. And now it's going to be Gabriel Moreno. 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb, get that hitting streak going.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering.
Charlie Lamb. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Lamb now at the plate. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. On the ground. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. So digging in, Chet Williams. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lamb. Zips it across. One gone, bottom half of the first. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Charlie Lamb. Swing and a ground ball. And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Man at first, nobody out. And up next for Chicago, Connor Norby. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Lamb leads off second with nobody out. And he chases a high fastball there. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And he beats it for the first out after the drop third strike. And an excellent job keeping it right there. So up next, Ryan Clifford flied to right his first time. And that misses. Ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That one outside, and it's 2-1.
Ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Alcantara in the box now. No balls and a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Number 16 up and loosening in the pen. Dana also getting ready. And there's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to
arise. The turn by McGonigal at second. Throw to first, but he beat it. Justin Henry Malloy getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed. Now 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings through that one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Hard hit left side. They get the force, and that is that. Nobody out. Runner at first. And a swing and a miss. Lamb, a career batting average over 350. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that one fouled off. Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Oh, he botches it. Badu coming home. He'll score easily. In there safely.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Just missed. The 2-0 is in for a strike. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now the first baseman, Ryan Clifford. And a foul ball. You'll 1. On the ground to short, could be 2. McGonigal to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. Back here at Angel Stadium, top of inning number 7. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. There's the strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Judge makes the catch. 1 away. Chet Williams, the next to hit for the Angels. Ground ball, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And brings it in at the wall. So runner at second, 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adrian Del Castillo. 1 strike away. Line drive. That's the ball game. Lamb really stood out in this win.
No question, he was a big piece.
So 2 down, stepping in, the sluggy shortstop, Charlie Lamb. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Scott makes the grab, and that's the inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Swing and a slow roller. Lamb whips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Good fastball in on the hands, makes the swing a little defensive, jammed him up right there.
No outs, runner on second. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Judge getting an angle on it. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Cabrera back to work. To the right side. He takes it on his own. Now 1 gone at the top of the 6th. 2 on, 1 out. Luis Ariz stands in. 2 on, 1 out. Roll to short, could be 2. There's 1 out, and that's 2. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. 0 for 3 in this one. And that is out of play.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. Gone. He leaves the yard to right. It's 8-6. And all he needed was a late single to keep his hitting streak alive, but that'll do.
Yeah, nerves of steel. He knew the streak was on the line, but he didn't let it stop him from blasting one out of here. Keep it going, my guy. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, it fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered here in this one. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Scott snags it for the second out. Two down, bases empty. Now it's going to be Tyler Stevenson. Line to left. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take the first 2 games of this series on the road. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The throw in. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Norby forced to get out of the way of the first pitch. Next pitch is outside.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
That one catches the zone, and it's 3-1. Tap foul at the plate.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And that'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Under it. Puts it away for the out. Fly ball center field. Edwards on the move. Drops into the glove. And there's 1 down. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Man at first with 1 gone. And now Connor Norby. That one fouled off. Throw to first. Lamb back on a dive. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now. And here is Ryan Clifford. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Lamb at second with 2 down. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now the center fielder, Kevin Alcantara. Swinging a foul out of play. Alcantara needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And a foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Here goes the runner. Hit hard on the ground to short. Jumps, throws to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Norby stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
2 balls, no strikes.
In the dirt. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
That one almost got him.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
Oh, this is their chance.
Pitching for
Sean Dubin gets the ball now.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance. Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
The pitch. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And that skips in the dirt.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering way off the plate. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they get out. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. 0-2 now. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, there's 1. On to first, double play. So 2 down. Luis Arias, the next to hit for the Angels. The other way. And no one can get there. And that puts the tying run on base.
That swing is all about believing in yourself, especially here in the late stages. Sitting with the 3-0 count and using it to your advantage. A great job of hitting in a big spot.
To the right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox extend their winning streak to 5 in a row. Lamb. at the plate, Charlie Lamb.
Charlie Lamb.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
There's a swing and he drives. That's down. One hops off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Connor Norby stands in here, takes ball one low. And downstairs. And misses inside. Next offering is in for a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Ryan Clifford now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Breaking ball inside. And 1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2 now.
Two on, one out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And another ball. And there's the automatic. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
One down, base is empty. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Makes the grab on the run. And there's two away. Here's Turner now. Rolled to short, could be two. flips it behind his back. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. 2 outs, base is empty. Lamb in his 8th season, a career batting average over 350. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well and the rest of the infield.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Norby swings through it for strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Royals. Aberson Castellano up and loosening in the pen. Cox getting cranked up as well. Swings through that one for strike 2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
White Sox down a run. Next offering misses down and away. Got him swinging. No outs. Runner at first. Max Clark steps in for the Royals. Grounder might be 2. There's one. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses.
That ball went out.
1-1. Looking to get the tying run on base.
2-1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Outside low, and the count is 3-1.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Throw to first. That'll do it. And the Royals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Charlie Lamb has been. So 2 down. Now a chance for Charlie Lamb. Foul ball there. 2 outs, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And he deals. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over. And next up for the Royals, Marcel Burks. Double play ball to second. Flips it behind his back. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And we're back. Ready to go. Bottom four. Stepping in the long ball threat, Charlie Lamb. Up and in. And that is ball one.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
One up, one down.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Line drive, makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Hit on the ground to short. Lamb. Slings to first in time. Here on the south side. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. First offering misses badly for ball one. Foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Rolled over to third, Cabrera. Gets it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. And now the first baseman, Ryan Clifford. The White Sox down to their final strike. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Justin Henry Malloy steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's hard hit on the line. And that'll do it. The Royals take the first two games of this series on the road.
That's how you check a box.
So up now for Kansas City, Marcel Burks. On the ground to short, could be two. Lamb to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. One out. Runner at second. Lamb now at the plate. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And forget it. He shoots one out to right. And they jump out front. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Back here on the south side, top of the second. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Austin Wells. One up, one down. Nobody out. Runner at first. Well struck left field. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner around second. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. Bullpen action for the Royals. Ryan Pennick, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Burns also getting ready. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Clifford. Golden opportunity right here. Clips the corner. Strike one. Badu on third. Lamb at second with one away.
0-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, center field. Clark has a beat on it. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they lead by 3. Here's the center fielder, Kevin Alcantara.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Alcantara needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Man at second. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control. Here's the second baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. On the ground to the left. Whips it to first. And he has thrown 4. Runner at first with no outs here. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Burks pulls it down, and there's one down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Here's Trey Turner. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. Double play. They can't seem to break. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now Charlie Lamb. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hauls it in for the out. Trey Turner now. Ground ball up the middle. Lamb. On to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. 2 outs, runner at first. And now the center fielder, Max Clark. This could end it. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Charlie Lamb. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Just missed. Lamb launched a homer in his most recent game. And that one fouled off. Badu, the base runner at first with one out. Lifted in the air, right field. Puts it away for the out. Carrara back to work. Swing and a base hit. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Connor Norby. Carrara with a move to first. And he's back in there. Runner on the go. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there, and it deflects off him. Runner around third. The relay throw. He's safe. It's 2-2.
He was all over that one. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Fires to first on the run, and he'll be safe at first.
The bat.
2 outs, base is empty. Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the speedy runner is on at first. So up next for Chicago, Connor Norby. Pickoff move to first. Norby, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base. Curveball over for a called strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got
a swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll so 1 out, nobody on. And into the box for Baltimore, Bo Bichette.
1-1-1.
Hard hit left side. Handles, throws to first, and Bichette is retired. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Medina back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Out to short, Lamb. Sends it across to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Max Anderson steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Yeah, laser. Nice job.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into left field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now batting Jarren Duran. 1 strike away. Line drive. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles take game 1 of the series on the road. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lamb getting ready to hit. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really shut.
Now this one gets through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Connor Norby steps to the plate for the White Sox. Jones over to first. Lamb back in on a dive. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get two runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
2 on, 1 out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Next pitch is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside with a breaking ball.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty.
The shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's going to be Jefferson Caro.
1-1.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Lamb with another scorching run of play lately. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch it.
High fly ball out towards left field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Ripped to short, and that is the inning. This one pretty. And now the center fielder. The White Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb had a decent showing in the loss.
Not one to put.
Charlie Lamb. Okay, all set to go. And into the box for Baltimore, Bobby Quintana. Out to short, Lamb. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. There's a line drive to left field. And that's the 3rd out. So next to hit for Baltimore, David Fry. On the ground, Lamb. throw to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. On the ground, right side. Can't glove it cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. And now the first baseman.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Gonzalez to second, and that's two.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
One out, bases empty. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
White Sox down a run. Lamb with some impressive production lately. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
That one not close. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And gone. A solo shot. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. On the ground to third. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Here's the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered in this game. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. 2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Marsh brings it in. 1 away. And up next for Chicago, Ryan Clifford. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of inning number 9. Strike 2.
0-2. Ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next offering misses down and away. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Now at the plate, Justin Henry Malloy. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball.
Good
Two
late
strikes.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one misses up and in. 1-2 to count.
Two strikes.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. Edgar Carroll steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a swing and a line drive into right field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep. Charlie Lamb. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lamb now at the plate, leading the AL in batting average. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read.
Oh, wow, what a stop. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Turned on, but foul wide of third.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Ryan Clifford in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So they're all loaded up. And next to hit for the Sox, Kevin Alcantara. In plenty of time to first, out to escape. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Kyle McCann. Out to short, Lamb. Sends it across to first. And a quick out, number 1. First pitch swinging.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
The shortstop takes the ball. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And it's caught for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Ross sizing this one up. He's got it. And that'll do it. So digging in, William Ross. On the ground to the left. And that's the third out. Tigers. And we're back. There's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
On the ground to short. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage.
Runner takes off. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Orion Kerkering up and loosening in the pen. Swing and a miss. And a count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Full count.
In the dirt. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Clifford, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Knowing if the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Alcantara stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And that one misses up and in. And a count even 1-1.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
2 outs. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So, runner at second, 2 down. Now the third baseman. The Tigers down to their final strike. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox slug their way to a win in this one. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one ripped. And that gets down in the corner. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Wastes no time there. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Connor Norton, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Swings and misses. That's out number 2.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
He's sitting on 99 career homers.
No,
we'll
off
see
the
if
plate.
this is the moment to notch number 100. Man at second. And that's downstairs. And now 2-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
2-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. That pitch in for a strike, 2-2. Line drive. Gets down, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. 1 out, bases empty. Out to short. Not in time. He's safe.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Step off, throw to first, and he's back in safely. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Now a chance for Kevin Alcantara.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
Check swing, and he went. 0-1. Alcantara needs just 1 more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Just missed.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Man on second, 2 down.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Got him swinging. So no run. Back here in Detroit, leading off, Charlie Lamb. Cortez back to work. Slides, but it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And next up for the Tigers, Seiya Suzuki. Here's a 1-1. Tapped softly on the ground. Lamb. Throws to first in time. Now 2 out. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Walker, a former all-star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he works. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. He sends it out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 6-3.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to
hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
On the ground, could be two. Slings to second. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So they're all loaded up. Pitch misses. Ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
To short, could be two. Good feed. That's one. And that's two. Andres Ramos up now for the Tigers. On the ground, and this should do it. And that one handled. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox take the first 2 games of this series on the road. Lamb. Charlie Lamb comes in. 1 out. Runner at second. Lamb the next to hit. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. A massive home run. His second home run of the series. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Seiya Suzuki will hit next. Out to short. And that is out number 2. 1 out, bases empty.
Charlie Lamb.
Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Clifford. He's 0 for 1. Snap throw to first, and he dives back in safely. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. 1-2. In the dirt, blocked. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Lamb stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. That misses the zone. 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Alcantara in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And ball 1. Alcantara working through some struggles lately. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers.
Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this. But
threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball. And here's the first baseman, Andres Ramos. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time. Fulton back to work. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And there's a foul ball. And that skips in the dirt. Lifted in the air, right center field. Keith. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. So 2 away with nobody on. Now, Andres Ramos. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first. Inning over. Although runners in the corners here. 1 away. Lamb digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline and he scores. It's 7-3.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch.
Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Tigers salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Lamb. Charlie Lamb. Here's the veteran shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Outside,
1 strike.
and the count even 1-1. Lamb matched a homer in his last game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting 4.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. Had the day off yesterday. Runner on the go. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Inside, 2-2. In the dirt. Lamb at second with 2 down. Smoked on the ground to second. Fires over to first. That's out number 3. 2 outs, base is empty. That one drilled left field.
Get out of here.
And it's caught just in front of the wall. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's Ronaldo Hernandez. Swing and a ground ball out to short. In plenty of time to first, and a quick out, number one. Runner at second, nobody out. Lamb with a homer in his last game.
0-1. Nope. Outside.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Lamb, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for two. But one run is in to score. Nick Lofton, the next Cub to hit. To short, could be two. Slings to second, and the home fans sit down following the twin killing. 2 away in the 8th. Here's Pete Alonso. Munoz is just 1 strike away. Line drive, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Liner, and this could be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Alonso headed for third. Coming home. He will score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now, this one popped up. He's under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Charlie Lamb ready to go. So 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Noel sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. 1 out, bases empty. This one high in the air to left center. Bradfield sizes this one up. He makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs, bases empty. And there's a foul ball. Lamb measures 5 feet 10 inches, a career batting average over 350. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. Out there to center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
And that That's a little bit high. Action in the pen down there. Hans Kraus appears to be getting loose. Burke getting cranked up as well. And now 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging. So 2 away with nobody on. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's deep. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A soaring shot to center. It's 7-4.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a chopper out to short. There's one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play. And next for the Cubs, Hendry Mendez. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. And they hold the tying run at third. They're up the stop sign even with 2 away. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Sanchez will hit next. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win. Charlie Lamb ready to go in this. So 2 down, and now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Yeah, that's fouled off. Lamb launched a homer in his most recent game. And that's outside. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches.
Oh, he botches it. Around first and hustling for second. Gets off a throw. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Step off throw to first. Lamb back on a dive. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His second of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. That was blast. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset.
A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out to center. Bradfield drifts towards it. And there's 2 away. The Windy City Showdown continues now. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Charlie Lamb. Sanchez back to work. Ground ball left side. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it.
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Hans Kraus.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Norton. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
That's in there, and that's strike 1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen, John Garcia preparing to come on if needed.
Nope.
Lamb stands at second with no outs. Next pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. Ryan Clifford steps to the plate for the White Sox. The changeup missing. 1-0.
Well, I think really just trying to be careful, man, in scoring position there. See if he can somehow navigate through this lineup, get a more favorable matchup, perhaps get him to roll over on a changeup, get a ball on the ground, get a double play, and get out of this.
The 1-1. And that is out of play. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Good job to fight that one off. And downstairs. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the right-hander deals. And that's in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Just missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
There's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So bases all loaded up. Lamb getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And now it's even up.
Right.
Double play ball to second. Glove flip for 1, and that's 2. One down, runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Bradfield on the move. 2 away. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Rico Sanchez. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep. So 2 down. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hit hard on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. And they grab the lead. It's 3-1. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now it's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson. On the ground to short. They get the force, and that is that. 2 out, space is empty. Lamb measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds. He's a former American League MVP. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one back there. And out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here. Man at first, Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And first offering is fouled off. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever.
He pulls it down at second, and so a man at first. Jordan Westburg digs in for the Guardians. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lamb. They take the force out, and that is that. Here's the catcher, Erwin Francis. This could end it. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Red Sox take the series opener here at home. Charlie Lamb. Fresh off. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lamb now at the plate. Hit on the ground to short. Neto. The throw to first. 2 away down. Stepping up for the Guardians, Ronnie Patton. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Joe back to work. Joe with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. The shortstop takes the ball.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
That's inside.
These two guys, a lot of respect for one another.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is filled up. Hard hit left side. Tosses across to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Go ahead run on base. So in now for Cleveland, Termarr Johnson. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to short, could be 2. Slings to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Back at right field. Bottom of the 7th. And now, Charlie Lamb. Ripped on a line. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Here comes.
Pitching for the
runner in scoring position, no outs. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Clifford. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Chris Cooley up and loosening in the pen. Almost got him.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to.
Pickoff move to second, and he's back in safely. Runner takes off for third. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
That was a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings. I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead run home. The defense might pull the infield in.
Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
With the go-ahead run at third, here at the bottom of the seventh. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball. And ball 4 to aboard. Justin Henry Malloy, the next to hit, both 2 in this one. And there's a strike.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
First and third, 1 down.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Inside. They're down 3 in a row.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Carroll in the box now. Takes strike 1. Lamb on third. Alcantara at first. 2 out of the inning. In the dirt. In there. He's safe.
That's the ball.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
And now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And Johan Rojas digs in for the Guardians. This one smacked out to left center, and no one can get there. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Lamb, the next to hit, takes outside. Up the middle, Neto. They get the force, and that'll do it. 2 outs, base is empty. Jordan Westberg digs in now. Ground ball, and this should do it. And that chance handled. Throw to first, ball game. And the White Sox take the first 2 games of this series. Lamb kept the hitting. 1 down, and here is Charlie Lamb. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. He'll touch them all. It's 2-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So digging in, Jordan Westburg. On the ground, could be two. Flips to second, that's one. How about that double play?
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
In the dirt, blocked. And it's 1-1.
These two guys, a lot of respect for one another.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Ball.
Here's a rocket out to left. And there's one down. So up next, Zach Neto. To short, could be two. On to second, they get one, and that's two. 2 outs, base is empty. Lamb in his 8th season, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Rojas brings it in with a nice running grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Line drive. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take the first 3 games of this 4-game set. So 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
I'll just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really shut.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That one felt good. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Bieber with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Slider squirts away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Back here on the south side at the plate, Johan Rojas. Out to short, Lamb. Zips it across, and a quick out, number one.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's going back. Back some more. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Riley Green.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Out to short. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. 2 outs, nobody on. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. To third. Gloves it on the dive. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. So 1 out, nobody on. And now it's going to be Jason Churio. Oh, look at the stop. To first. And very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
That's in there. So now here's the DH, Justin Henry Malloy. Lined, and that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And now the center fielder, Kevin Alcantara. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Guardians strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win. Charlie Lamb with an incredible. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder. Double play ball to second. There's one. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So 2 away with nobody on. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fastball is outside. Lamb went deep in his most recent game. And another ball. That one ripped right center field. Back there. And that one is out of here. His 12th of the season. It's 1-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boom. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Swing and a foul straight back. There's a swing and a drop. And gone. Another another homer. His second home run of the game, and they grab the lead. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. It's so impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now the number 2 hitter. On the ground, could be 2. Tags the runner. To first, not in time. And a run scores. 2 outs, base is empty. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner at first with 2 away. And next to hit for the Sox, Connor Norby, 1 for 2. Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Now one missed. And a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ground ball right side. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So 2 down. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So 1 out, nobody on. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Comebacker to the mound. On to first, and Ramirez is set down. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. And that one handled. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox take the series opener here at home. Lamb really excelled. Charlie Lamb. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 runs in. The relay. Save. It's 2-1. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Connor Norby steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a ball. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now.
Sullivan checks the runner.
He's safe.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the second game of the series. Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. The 1-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Ryan Clifford, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
in the air, right side. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they lead by 2. Man at first, one away.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Veras makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Hit on the ground to short. Lamb. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. 1 out, base is empty. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Lamb
Ball
in the box
back
here.
inside.
Lets that one go for a ball.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the catch for the out. First and second, 2 outs. Now batting Jarren Duran. The White Sox down to their final strike.
3.
Right through there, got him. Ball game. Lamb strung that hitting streak out for another game. Charlie Lamb. So 2 down, and next to hit for the Sox, Charlie Lamb. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Ryan Clifford stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board. Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Backed off the plate that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right back. So runner at second, 2 down. And now the center fielder. Out to short, Lamb. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. And they limit. Back at right field. Bottom 4, stepping in the long ball threat, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Sizing this one up. 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
So digging in, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Hit on the ground softly to short. Lamb. Throws to first in time. 1 away here in the 5th. 1 out, base is empty.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 1-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time.
absolutely crushed that pitch.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Christian Encarnacion Strand.
Number 34, Christian Encarnacion Strand.
Ground ball up the middle. There's one. And that's two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And now two aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And he makes the catch. And that's the inning. Here's Colorado's DH, Charlie Condon. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Charlie Lamb. Ready to go? Here's the third baseman, Theo Gillen. Ground ball up the middle. Slings to first. And a quick out, number one. 2 outs, nobody out. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. That one ripped left field. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 on, 1 out. And stepping in for the Rays, Jacob Melton. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ground ball. Sneaks through, base hit. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0. 2 outs with a runner at third. Broken back, ground ball to second. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great man at first, 1 away. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Here comes the throw, and the throw's offline, safe at third. Now the third baseman, Connor Norton. Golden opportunity right here. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Action in the pen down there. John Garcia, the rookie left-hander, appears to be getting going. And a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's off the mark. The count now 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason, and that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
That's off the mark, and that's ball one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
At the ball. 2-2 count.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 6-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Go-ahead run on base. Theo Gillen next to hit for the Rays. To first, maybe a 2-ball. And it gets by him. Still manages a throw. The throw is late, and now they have runners at the corners. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Tap foul at the plate. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Gillen brings it in for the 3rd out. Shy Sox. One down. Now it's the shortstop, Carson Williams. That one drilled left field, and it stays fair. Throws to second. He's in there.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Back to the top of the order now. Now batting Jarren Duran. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take game 1 of the series on the road. Charlie Lamb. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lamb digs in now. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Durant over at second. Badu on at first with nobody out. And now it's even up.
Strike.
Grounder might be 2. There's one. Out. On to first. Double play.
Batting 4.
Here's the veteran outfielder. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time.
Batting 9.
First and second here, no outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The run comes in from second, and it's a 1-run game. Connor Norton steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's in there for strike 1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Fights it off. He'll see another. And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a ball evens the count. Tying run in scoring position as the Rays try and punch back down a run. And it remains 2-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ryan Clifford in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swinging a drive, deep right field. Into the corner, but foul. This going back to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. They must be going crazy in the dugout. His 4th home run of the season, and they take the lead. It's 4-2. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up.
Another look at one of the most impressive home runs you'll ever see, as StatCast gives us the full picture.
Yeah, projected more than 480 feet on its way over the fence, and I don't think we could watch this replay enough, Boog. I mean, just incredible. That was a swing that we're not going to soon forget.
Man at first, one away.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Puts it away for the out. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Lamb, the next to hit. And that's a fair ball. In comes the runner from third. It's 7-2. Well, Singy, he is locked in there. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Connor Norby. He's already homered here in this one. That one inside, and it's 1-0. Swings through that. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Kyle Bradish getting loose out there. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Carson Williams. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now Charlie Lamb.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
On the ground. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Runner on the go. Throw to second. Out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox even this series up at a game apiece. Charlie Lamb. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Runner takes off, and a foul ball. Alcantara, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back. On the warning track, and hauls it in. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Charlie Lamb. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. Home run number 15 on the year. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 1-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Line drive. Could be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. And next to hit for the Sox, Connor Norby. Both 2 in this one. There's the strike, 95 of that one. So far, 7 runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Justin Henry Malloy will hit next. A walk, and he's also singled. Ground ball left side, and foul ball. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. We've played 4. White Sox 7, the Rays nothing. Ronnie Mauricio now. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito, Lamb. To second for 1. Relay to first, double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. Gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
And the batter now, Charlie Lamb. He's already homered in this game. Rocketed out towards right center, and no one can get there. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Out there. Now here is Charlie Lamb.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Counts
Curve
1-0.
in the dirt.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now it's Ivan Herrera. The wind of the pitch. Out to short. Slings it across. That's out number 2. Nobody out. The winning run 90 feet away. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. So up next, Connor Norby.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him. You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Nick Bitsko appears to be getting loose. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That is a huge out. Wow. Here's the left fielder, Justin Henry Malloy. Golden opportunity right here. Cut on and lifted in the air. On the move. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Now 1-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Throw is offline. And a 1. Charlie Lamb digs in now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that is that. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Here's a tapper towards short. Lamb. The throw to first. And a quick out, number 1. 1 out, bases empty.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
And first offering is fouled off.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoy playing here.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That's out to center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Out number 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Otto Lopez now at the plate. On the ground to short. Tosses to first. 2 out. 1 down. And now Charlie Lamb. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And a swing and a miss there.
1 strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
1 strike.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Corey Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. The White Sox down to their final strike. That one ripped. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In there safely.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
On the ground, and this should do it. Young. On the first, ball game. And the Mariners take the series opener here at home. Lamb had a poor showing. Charlie Lamb. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the 2nd game of the series. Swing and a ground ball. Young throws to first in time. Otto Lopez up next for the Mariners. Hit on the ground to short. Sends it to first, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We hit weakly on the ground. Fires over to first. And that is that. So 1 out, nobody on. Now here's Nolan Jones. On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first. 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that's outside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. Ball one. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Troy Taylor getting loose out there. Hamilton getting loose as well. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fires to first in time.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
And that is out of play. Fastball is outside. Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. So they're all loaded up. Here's the left fielder, Nolan Jones. In danger of losing a no-hitter here. Ground ball right side could be two. One at second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
We go to the eighth. At the plate, Charlie Lamb. Out to short, Young. Tosses across to first. First out in the top of the eighth. And now for Seattle, Ryan Noda. Swing and a chopper out to short, Lamb. Sends it across to first. One out, bottom of the ninth. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. And up next for Seattle, Otto Lopez. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Badu on the move, heading back. Ball game. So he goes the opposite way with that one, and the Mariners walk it off for the win. And the final. So up next, Charlie Lamb, leading the AL in batting average. Yeah, that's fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. Going back. Way back, out of here. That one felt good. His 16th homer of the year, and they add on. It's 3-0. Singy, that's his 431st career homer, and it ties him with Cal Ripken Jr.
Well, Cal hit double-digit homers for 20 seasons in a row, and that makes this trip around the bases even a little more special, I'm sure. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there, too. He gave it a great effort, but, you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Ryan Noda up next for the Mariners. Out to short. Fires across the diamond. That's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now, Charlie Lamb. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. One up, one down. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And first offering is fouled off. This one in the air, right field. Dives. What a play. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's C.J. Abrams now. Out to short. Lamb. Handles, throws to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. So digging in, Charlie Lamb. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Lifted in the air, right field. Nootbaar moves under it. Squeezes it. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, the first.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. 1 strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it.
I got it.
But it's the shortstop that gets there. And that'll do it. Lamb was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Had only 1. Charlie Lamb is on it. 1 down. Here's the veteran shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That one not close. And that is ball 1. Line drive. Caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
On the ground, could be 2. The underhand flip. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. 2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. Lamb playing up the middle at short. A member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. On the ground. And that one handled. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Back in Arlington, here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Swing and a ground ball out to short. 1 up, 1 down. Vasquez back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Man at second. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Clifford in the box now. Takes strike 1. With the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering upstairs.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 2-2.
Full count.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Justin Henry Malloy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. And the Rangers
Pitching for the Rangers.
taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Ryan Walker.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Malloy in the box now, takes strike 1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That misses the zone, and 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Here's a high chopper. Arias toss to second, and that's quick work out of the pen. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. The shortstop takes the ball.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
A dive, he's got it. Throw to first, and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norton. 1 for 3. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, save. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cade Smith appears to be getting loose. Hader, the power lefty, up as well. That one misses. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Clifford stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. The tying run at the plate.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Just missed. And that misses. And that's ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Tying run at the plate. Fought off foul. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
To the right side, Duran. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Duran, the next to hit. Hit weakly on the ground. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Now it's the second baseman, Max Anderson. 1 strike away. Tapped back up the middle. And he'll be safe at first.
1 out away from this game being over, but an in.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Throw to first in time, and this one is over. The Rangers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Charlie Lamb with it. And now here is Charlie Lamb. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. This one in the air, right field. Leach under it. Out. number 2. Stepping in, Matt Leach. Grounds one to short. The throw to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Out to short, Alexander. They get the force, and that is the third. One gone, runner at first. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
The shortstop takes the ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Breaking ball inside. 2-1. And a foul ball. Line drive. Makes the catch for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That one ripped. That's back. And that one is going to go. A solo shot. His 17th of the year. It's 7-3.
How in the world did he do that? That pitch was outside the zone, and he still got it out of here. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Man at first, Blaze Alexander. Now at the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Leach takes it in for the out. And there's two down. And now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Matt Leach. 0 for 3 in this one. Munoz back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. And it's an RBI single. It's 7-4. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. This could end it. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Gets down, base hit. In comes the run from second. And it's a 7-6 game.
Such great concentration.
So bases all loaded up. Alexander digs in now. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run. Charlie Lamb. One down. And next to him for the Sox, Charlie Lamb. And there's a foul ball. Alcantara, the base runner at first with one out. Runner on the move. In the air, center field. Lee in position. Puts it away for the out. And the batter now, Jung-Hoo Lee. Out to short. Handles, throws the first, and a quick out, number one.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Blaze Alexander. Sends it across the first. One out in the bottom of the fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. Lamb recently taking home Player of the Month honors. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends. So a man at first. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sam Huff. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
Wynn back to work. Lamb stands in now, looks at that one inside. In the air, right field. Cross gets under it. He's got it, and there's one away. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one the other way. Fair ball. It's a leadoff double, and the winning run is at second base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Really important at that coming up now.
Settles underneath it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with one away.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Hit in the air, left field. Durant on his way over, brings it in. Runner tagging from third. In comes the winning run, and the Rangers. And your final. Charlie Lamb. One down. Now here is Charlie Lamb. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Right side, cross. Nabs it, and there are 2 outs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, Christopher Morel. Up the middle, Lamb. Slings to first, and quickly one away in the second. Runner at first with no outs here.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And that one in the air, center field. Lee hauls it in, and there's one away. Back in Arlington, and now Blaze Alexander.
1-1-1.
Hard hit left side. On to first.
Got him.
Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. One out, bases empty. Lamb measures 5 feet 10 inches, 25 years old. He's a former American League MVP. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball.
Ball.
See if you can
One
go
ball,
upstairs a
2
little
strikes.
bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because
2-2.
that's where you can get hurt.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Dustin Harris. Out to short. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lamb getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. In the dirt, blocked.
No ball.
To third,
1 strike.
tag, got him. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with 1 gone. Norby, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Fouled off. He was late. And a ball evens the count. And there's the ball. Alcantara on second. Lamb at first. 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone. So up next for Chicago, Ryan Clifford. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike 1. First and second, 2 down. Just missed. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Two on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. Digging in, Francisco Alvarez. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Fired to second, and that's 2. 2 runs, 3 hits. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Lamb will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And a swing and a miss.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Left field, way back there. Going back. there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Definitely didn't get all of that one, but man, the wind almost pushed it over the fence and left.
2 outs, nobody on. Ezekiel Duran now at the plate. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a double.
That's tremendous fight from him. And
first and second, 2 outs. Francisco Alvarez digs in now. The tying run at the plate. And that one hit to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Lamb did not have a banner showing in this one.
I'm sure they're glad they got